What's going on, Capricorn? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. It's looking like you guys have a offer coming in and y'all don't know what to do with it. Let's go ahead and get started with this. Welcome back, Capricorn. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get started with this. So it's looking like your underlying energy here is the King of Swords. So y'all having to use your logic right now. Be very communicative and be very open, but also know your truth, stand by your truth. And guys, it's looking like a situation is coming up when you're having to use your intellect. So yeah, you're gonna have to see with third eye with this one, okay? And the reason why I say this is because you also have the Four of Swords, which talks about, meditation, contemplating on a decision. And usually the King of Swords doesn't need to do all that. He doesn't need to have, a mental session or meditation. But it's saying to me that maybe it's okay to kind of take a second to look at some situation, look at it at a different perspective. But keep an open mind, though. That's the important part, because the King of Swords, he may have his own truths and, things like that he stands by, but he also has an open mind. Okay, so that's one thing that you have to kind of look at. What is, what's being presented to you, and how does this relate to your truth? Now, it also talks about communication, right? Communicating in a way that is, authentic to yourself, and the best way to kind of convey a message in the clearest way possible. Now, because the King of Swords is someone that can offer, not offer, but they communicate things very, very clearly. They're very articulate people. And considering that you're a cardinal signs, and I am trying to read kings as fixed signs, it's looking like the King of Swords is actually, could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay? But there's been some sort of, with the Four of Swords underneath that, could look like a bit of a separation or time apart, or just a break between an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, okay? Now, the harder your reading gets crazy. You guys have the Page of Swords, so it's looking like there was communication. The problem is communication, or some sort of message that's coming in very bluntly, being presented to you. The thing here that's also interesting about this Page of Swords is that although it's a kid with a sword, it's his size. It's something that it's something small. It's nothing really huge, nothing really major. But it still can, could provide an impact. It's courageous, and it's kind of, I think someone was stepping out of their box with this, because if you see here, he drops his notebooks. Like, he's got all the studies going on. I mean, he's learning how to reach out. But the thing here is to remember is that he's ready to utilize what he knows and utilize his truth and convey it in a way, even though it may not be huge, but it's, it is what it is. Like, he's just making it known. Now, the thing here, Capricorn, again, I'm talking about the little boy in the card, okay? But ultimately, guys, this could be a male or female energy, like somebody could be coming in. Now, when I said Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, this could be a male or female, because this is a general reading, right? So, what's blocking y'all is the Four of Cups right here, okay? So, yeah, maybe you guys get a lot of messages. Maybe you guys get a lot of, people coming at you. But they all look the same, right? You kind of don't know which one to trust. Which one stands out to you? Because the Page of Swords, he makes his stuff known. Even, like I said before, even though he may be a little kid and, maybe having a sword is a big impact, he's courageous about it. And you can kind of sense it with this. But you're not sure exactly what to do with this message. You're not really sure about how to kind of, make those steps towards accepting that offer. Fair enough. But there's something about this message that stands out. So, again, that's where it comes in with the King of Swords. You want to be more open-minded about this. Kind of have use your third eye. But also, see what this message is all about. You might be surprised. To me, it's standing out. Now, in the past, you had the King of Wands. So, you guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Libra, Sagittarius, Leo or Aries. Okay, so this is what it's talking about. So you guys either could have been tapping into some fire energy right now. You guys could be, you know, harnessing that, you know, harnessing your passion and putting it towards something that really makes you feel good. You know, really a go-getter. But also, this could be someone that you're dealing with in the past, someone that was very feisty, someone that was very passionate, someone that was very active, and you see them to be very popular, and, you know, where they work, where they go, they just had a very, alluring aura about them. So, I feel like with this person here in the past, again, Aries, Sagittarius, rather, there's something about them. We're going to pull cards for them. Don't worry, though. We're going to pull cards. In the future, though, I feel like with interacting with this person or getting to know them in the way that you do, in a very passionate sense, you guys have the Two of Swords here, which is leading you to some sort of difficult decision. Like, you guys don't know what to do. I feel like it has a lot to do with this Four of Cups, right? Maybe there was somebody in the past, maybe this person in the past offered you this cup and, you know, offered you the, you know, the Four of Cups that's presented to you right here. And now you don't know what to do with it. Okay? Very, 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 very difficult decision. Okay? And I don't think it's a bad situation going on. It's just like, you don't really know what to do. You don't know what to trust. You don't know what, you know, you don't have really a lot of clarity going on, because it's not like you can see what this person's all about in regards to this message. Now, I mean, you guys could very well have given someone else a message, and you're waiting on it, and you're kind of feeling stuck because you're waiting on approval for that message, and you're deciding what to do now about it. But I feel like really this is you guys receiving the message, and I'll explain to you later on why. But yeah, you have the Two of Swords. Y'all don't know what to do. Then here in your future, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So you feel like you're in a place of solitude, of comfort, of stability, of your own abundance. You got into a place where you feel absolutely secure and grounded to where you are. So this is a really good energy to see. I like that card. However, since this is love ring, y'all, I don't see no couples or nothing in here. So, you know, I gotta be a little bit skeptical, like, what's going on? Right here, this Nine of Pentacles, I think you're ready to take the next step. You're literally on that brink. You're on that level of about to ascend to the Ten of Pentacles, which is excellent. But you're not quite there yet, and that's the thing. You're trying to get there. So, whatever this decision whatever this decision is, whatever you make of this decision, there's a potential that it can lead you to a place where you feel absolutely ready to take on that next step. You're comfortable. You're in your own zone. You may be feeling, you know, ready to take on the next step. The only thing is, just be careful that you're not building a fortress and keeping yourself into it. Because, of course, one of the things about the Nine of Pentacles is that it's a gilded cage. You don't really want that mess, because you can't grow from there. It's just like the Four of Pentacles. If you treat the Nine of Pentacles like the Four of Pentacles, you're pretty much making the Four of Pentacles. And you have to kind of work your way out of that, okay? Your crowning energy, though, you have the King of Cups. So this is very interesting, okay? Two opposing kind of kings here. You got the King of Swords here, and then you have the King of Cups, okay? One is very open and very communicative, but however, they're emotionally shut down, okay? The King of Cups, okay, not true. King of Swords isn't emotionally shut down, but he isn't very, he's not emotionally open like the King of Cups. The King of Cups is susceptible to all emotions and very, you know, he's a very loving and caring person and feels deeply. However, the King of Cups, he don't communicate that to anybody. He don't say anything. He just kind of keeps it all in, hidden, and he just feels the world and don't say nothing about it, which is another thing. Now, you can use your intuition and communicate your issues. Like, we have all these aspects in us. If you know, I don't know if you've done some research, but you guys have all the signs. You guys are capable of doing everything. It may be harder to do certain aspects because of where your personal planets and stuff are as far as astrology goes, but you can do everything. You can have your intuition, be emotionally open, and communicate that. There's no, you don't have to do either or. It's a difficult, like I said, it's difficult to do both things, especially if you're more accustomed to keeping things to yourself. But again, it's not impossible. It's a little bit more of an effort. So that is why, like, I feel like with the future, you're not completely ten of Pentacles there yet, because there is there's a bit more work to do left before you can kind of get there. And I think it has a lot to do with communicating and speaking your truth and being more open about how you feel. And considering that this Page of Cups coming, this Four of Cups, excuse me, this Page of Swords is coming as a page of, as a cup, exactly. It's having you look back and see what exactly just rely on your instincts, because this is a place where you're feeling very stuck. You don't really know how to proceed with this. Respond with, respond clearly, communicate clearly, and, and very much be more open about how you're feeling. Now, let's go ahead and clarify this. What kind of message is this that's being given to Aquarius right now? Empress. Okay, so since you have the Nine of Pentacles in your future, this is definitely, to me, looking like this is a domestic situation, or somebody that, someone that is very, I want to say someone that knows exactly what she's trying to create. Someone is trying to create abundance for herself, or abundance for himself, okay? This is a general reading. I can't get specific with the sex, but I do understand that this person is building something, is attempting to give birth to something, and I feel like what this person is trying to communicate with you in a plain and blunt fashion is what's needed, I guess, or in regards to some sort of building of abundance. Okay. Now, what about this King of Wands in the past? Why is the King of Wands in the past? Why is the King of Wands in the past? Ooh. Okay. So, y'all, the Page of Cups with the King of Pentacles. The King of Wands. Okay. Anyway. Y'all. Okay. Offer of love. The Four of Cups. The Page of Swords, it comes off super blunt, right? And in your face, and you're kind of like, whoa. But the whole purpose of it is to express it's a sort of expression from this person. I think the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, either one of those, they have extended an offer of love to you. Or they've given you they've expressed some sort of emotion toward you. If it's not an offer of love, it's some sort of emotional communication. Or just some sort of message that really highlights exactly how they're feeling at a certain time. I don't know if it's affection, but it's definitely talking about wants and needs, and it's just something about their message that resonates in the field plane with them, but they just didn't convey it in that sentence. They didn't convey it in that way. They're very straightforward, blunt, kind of cold with the message. And I'm not saying cold as in rude. I mean like it wasn't, like, I feel like with the Page of Swords, it just was straight up. Like, it was just telling you how it was and how it is. The Page of Cups, to me, it's a message, it's a gesture, it's something that's put forth to you in a way to kind of begin something that is obviously what the Empress provides, which is building growing abundance, giving birth to abundance. Now, what's this Two of Swords business here in the present? What's up with that? Why do we have Two of Swords in the present? The Moon. Okay. You are just completely confused. With the Four of Cups here, the Two of Swords, it's definitely talking about confusion. You guys don't really see, you guys can't see what's going on, or what the truth, what meaning is behind a certain message. I can't tell you either. All I know is it's a Page of Cups, so it's coming from an emotional place. That's all I can say. It's coming from a place of want, of emotion, of desire. So, what else can you tell us about this moon? Because there's nothing. That's not telling us anything. What else? Okay, that's a little crazy, right? We just literally pulled the Moon. And the Eight of Cups did come out before, and I didn't know why. But and I put it back. I'm like, okay, well, if you need to come out again, to come out whenever you can. Y'all need to just really go with your instincts with this and trust in yourself and what you're about to do. The purpose of the King of Swords, like I said before, is not just communication, and and knowing your truth, but also trusting that you can execute and get exactly to the bottom of anything. Your truth still remains. It don't change because you make a decision. It don't change because you decide to, pursue something that you don't really know the ins and outs of, okay? Taking a leap of faith is something that really tests your who you are and trusting yourself. You have to trust in your intuition. You have to trust that you can get through a situation despite not knowing exactly what the outcome is, okay? So I think that's what the point is. If you make that leap of faith, if you make that decision, even though you don't know exactly what it is, like I said, what the outcome is, there is the potential of happiness because you can go and do more research. You can look within. You can see more past that. But you have to surpass that unknown. You have to be willing to walk in the dark sometimes, but trust your intuition. It's a scary business. I know. I know. You guys don't like to do anything that's not prepared. You like to plan stuff out. So this situation where you're having to do something that's completely out of your element and you don't know, you don't have any plans or nothing. You're just literally just gonna go into it. That's asking for a lot from you guys. It's asking a lot. But there's something about this decision. There's something about it. Something that's very, very interesting about this. Okay? You might want to take a leap of faith. You might want to, just try it. You might be surprised. Okay? But you need to communicate too. That's a big thing. Don't be holding all your emotions in. Now, anyway, back to the future. Why is the 9 of Pentacles in the future, y'all? What's up with that, right? 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So, not feeling it. I'm not feeling this. Just gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm not feeling it. And the reason why I'm not feeling it, because as your tarot card, or as a tarot card, not a tarot card reader, as someone that likes to give advice, using work as a distraction is good for a certain period of time and for certain reasons. Like if there's something that you can't really do, or if there's something that you can't really, you can't really focus, there's a lot of stuff, right? But when it comes to the 2 of Pentacles, what this suggests is that you're going to be focusing a lot on work and not really addressing those emotions. Like the King of Cups is supposed to be doing, is addressing his emotions. Okay? The King of Cups gives those emotions out. He feels them. He knows what they are. He understands them to its depth. The only issue is he don't communicate that, right? The King of Swords is there for that. How are you going to communicate that to the world? How are you going to communicate how you feel out to the world, okay? But it looks like you're going to be using a little bit of a tactic in regards to looking at work. For some of you even, since this is a 2 of Swords situation, you guys could be trying to figure out and make decisions in a practical sense instead of looking at what your heart wants. So as much as, that it's good to kind of look at the practical side of certain situations, not saying that you should completely neglect those, but it's also suggesting that not to leave your heart out. Don't leave your heart out to just kind of make those decisions for you, since this is something in regards to emotional stuff. You can try to make logical decisions and practical decisions about your heart, but your heart will never truly be satisfied until it's completely in it. So you really want to make your decision about how you feel about something rather than what the practical stuff has available. And I understand that you use this as a defense tactic, making sure that this is what, you're protecting yourself in this way. But right now, it's really about what you truly want, and what are you holding back, and why are you holding back for so long? If you don't feel like you're prepared, why don't you feel that you're prepared? Okay. What additional information can we get with the King of Cups? What additional information can we get with the King of Cups? So far, you guys have literally everybody in the zodiac except for the Earth signs. Okay. 8 of Wands for the King of Cups. So you guys, what I'm getting here with you guys here, the King of Cups is somebody that's a Pisces, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, male or female, doesn't, like I said before, But ultimately, I feel like this is talking about moving fast. There's a lot of things that are moving very fast right now. Things are picking up, for sure. Ride the wave. But here's the thing, though, too, guys. When I clarified the moon, right, was the sun. But the thing here that's similar about the sun and the moon is that they're very, very clear. Something that's very similar about the King of Swords, the sun, and the Eight of Wands is that it's clarity. Their definition of truth is a way of clarity. So, right now, guys, what your intuition is going to provide you with more clarity than you looking at it practically. Because I know you guys want to, like I said, you guys want to think things through. You guys want to plan things out. You kind of want to make sure you want to see the ins and outs of a situation. I'm telling y'all, run with your heart right now. There's too much going on for you to really be like, okay, let's logically look at this. You could try, and I feel like with the King of Swords, I mean, it's worth a shot. But the point of him, to me, is that communicating with your partner or communicating with someone and knowing where you stand in yourself, knowing what you're looking for, what's acceptable, what's not, having your boundaries ready, that's what's going to help you right now. That's what's going to help you. Know your boundaries. Okay? That's what's going to help you decipher just help you through this difficulty. When you have boundaries, when you have a protection or a shield up in a way that allows messages to still come through, but in a filter, then you'll be all right. There's nothing wrong with a filter. So, be open emotionally and communicate clearly. That's the point. King of Cups can't be communicating with, doesn't communicate their emotions. But with the Eight of Wands there, suggesting that you do so, but in a clear fashion. Crystal clear. Okay? The sun is on your side as well. Don't shut your emotions out. Now, for your wisdom of the oracle, you guys have no place like home. And this talks about being comfortable in your authentic self. So the King of Swords is definitely suggesting here that your truth is what's going to be what grounds you right now. Your truth is what's going to be that safe haven. You have to love yourself and trust yourself to know that any decision or anything that comes up, you're going to be able to handle it just fine. Okay? So, just be mindful right now, guys, that despite everything that's going on, despite the craziness and the confusion and the not really sure what to do, you do have yourself, you do have your boundaries. Look at that message within those boundaries, and that's what's going to help you make your decision clearly, okay? Whatever your boundaries are, whether you accept this or accept that, you go from there. But be open-minded, though, okay? Be open-minded. If your boundaries restrict, that you need to adjust those boundaries a little bit. Now, the reason why I definitely say that is the message is coming to you, and this is a message for you, is because you have this, Whispers of Love, receive with love and appreciation. And this says, receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Okay? And you guys are very loving individuals. That's why the King of Cups, when I see that, I don't really necessarily go off and think, oh, this is a Leo, Sagittarius, a Pisces. Even though, like, I use my intuition. If there's somebody that's coming in that's very loving and very heartfelt and giving you an offer, this is somebody that's doing that. But I didn't get any vibes that this was a different energy. I felt like this was completely your energy still, Capricorn. And I feel like you guys feel very deeply, but you don't express that. And you also love to give and provide rather than to receive. Right now it's time to look at what it is that you're being given and completely give it a chance. Just give it a chance, okay? Because you might be surprised at where it ends, where you end up. You might be surprised. And then it could clarify a bit of confusion that you might have had, that you can really utilize and help to propel yourself. Now, in regards to your love life, okay? Alright, Capricorn, I know this is crazy. I hope you guys, get some sort of information from this and, be able to utilize this in the best way that you can. I just want to go ahead and say really fast though, thank you so much for everybody that supported me in December and January, all my clients. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you very much. I hope that everything's going really well for you guys as well. I hope you guys had a really wonderful holiday. And I really thank you so much for viewing my videos, guys. It's been a blessing to have so many wonderful people comment and, you know, give me all that love, okay? Because I love to give love back and give some sort of information back and help people in their love lives as much as I can, okay? So thank you so much for all the comments, all my clients, all the people that supported me since I started this channel. Love you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with all that said, y'all, love you guys. Good luck. Use your intuition. Don't shut that out. Trust your intuition with this. And I'll see you very soon, guys. Bye, y'all.